Hello, Best Life Tribe. Hi, guys. I'm so excited. Welcome to my first episode of Your Best Life. This whole show, this episode, first of all, thank you, Jesus. God is good. This whole episode is going to be something that we do together, tribe. Okay. This is just something I wanted to do. The tribe has been um, together for almost 4 years. And I just thought it's 2022. We need to change it up. We need to do a little more video. And I have so many things that I want to show you and share with you. And I get tired of typing it in and making posts. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to go live. Okay. So first thing we're going to do is in the comments, I see people are here. Can you tell me if you can hear me? That's going to be the first thing, guys. I just need to know if you can hear me. If you can see my apartment, I have cameras, I have my desktop, I have laptop, I have my phone. Stuff is all over my house because I was trying to make the best experience ever. So either this is going to be the most amazing launch or it's going to be a little crazy. But either way, yes, loud and clear. Thank you, guys. Thank you very much. I'm excited. We are once again, we're quarantined. So I am doing this because one, we're quarantined, and I was quarantined because, guys, I actually over Christmas got COVID. So, and I feel like when I say that, everybody else is like, yeah, me too. But I'm going to talk a little bit more about that later. But I want to do some housekeeping and tell you how it's going to work today. My vision for this is I wanted to have 3 segments. Okay. So I wanted to have a tip or something great that I can share with you. I wanted to have my core content that I give you. And then I wanted to have to make a little recipe or, maybe at the end we'll talk about love or dating. Not that you want to take that advice from me, but we might talk about money. Today, it's going to be food. So I am just hoping and praying that everything goes right. If I could turn this thing around, okay, I got like Christmas lights, I got stuff strung up. I'm hoping I don't have any electrical problems. If you see the fire trucks coming and I'm out, I'll see you in the tribe tomorrow. But I'm excited because there's a lot of things we can do. And especially with this wave of COVID, there are so many things we can do about our health to just make us feel a little better. But I don't want us to just focus on that because it's been 2 years. We're going into our 3rd year. And we have to learn to focus, live, and manage with that. But we also have to learn how to still live our life. We still have dreams. We still have things we want to do. And we need to be healthy and fit and well to do that. So that is what your best life is going to be about. Another housekeeping tip. In order for me to go to these different segments in my makeshift studio here, we're going to have to roll commercials. Okay. So I have some Puka commercials. They may not be relevant, but you will be Puka down by the time this show is done. But I'm excited. I think it's going to work. God is good. It's going to bless this show so that you get the information that you need, that you want, and that you can share with your family and loved ones. So without further ado, let's get started. So in order for me to switch segments, I am going to have to roll a commercial. So after commercial, I'm going to tell you about a great new tip. And I don't even know if it's really new. It's something that I just started doing, but it's really great for COVID. It's really great for your for breathing, for your respiratory system. So it's something great, and it's going to really look great in your bathroom. So if all goes well, in about 2 minutes or maybe a minute, you'll see me in my bathroom. So we'll be back after this. All right, we all want that dewy, glowing, summer, fresh skin look. So how do we get it? I'm telling you right here in this little jar. Puka's Sugar Body Polish. In order to get that great skin, you've got to exfoliate with wonderful, nourishing ingredients at least once a week. In the shower, lather up, take a scoop of this goodness, entire whole body, rinse, and you're going to be left wrapped in amazing, nourishing coconut oil. Dewy skin achieved. Guys, did it work? Can you hear me? Hopefully you can. I'm going to shut this door here. All right, so hopefully you can hear me, guys. We are live from my bathroom. So again, because we're doing this together, in the comments, I need you to tell me if you can hear me. It worked! All right, guys. Awesome. Well, what we have today is something that's really, really fun and that I really want to share with you. I am in my shower, and one of the best things that we can do, you know, I love essential oils. Eucalyptus. You've probably seen a lot of people talking about this eucalyptus in the shower. This is amazing. As we know, our essential oils come from the rinds of leaves and twigs and plants. So out of the eucalyptus, that's where the essential oil comes from. It smells so good. So what we're going to do is we're going to hang this in our shower so that every time we take a shower, the steam from the shower will release the eucalyptus essential oil into the air, helping our respiratory system, helping our any stuffed nasal passages, cleansing our respiratory system. This is awesome. Plus, it looks amazing in your bathroom. Okay? So, you're going to start out with just some fresh eucalyptus. You can use dried. I like to use fresh, and I'll tell you why later. I get this from Trader Joe's, $3.99 a pack. Okay? So, I got a little ribbon. You can use ribbon, you can use twine, you can use string. Doesn't make a difference what you use. And I separate it into 2 bunches, okay? And then I crisscross it, and I just wrap my twine around. Wrap around. I can't believe it's working, guys. Let me be quiet, okay? Because we can't hear you anymore. So I'm just going to wrap this around here. And, you know, you can do a better job. You can make it look pretty so that you have an X, okay? All right, I just lost a little bit. And then we're going to hang this right over the shower. All right, don't be looking at my booty when I hang this over the shower. All right. Can you see that? That's all you do. This is amazing. Now, the key to this is you want to hang this more towards the wall because you don't want it in the stream of the water. You don't want the leaves to get wet and to get moldy. You want this back on the wall. And what's going to happen is when you run your hot shower and it releases the steam is going to be what releases the essential oils. So in your shower, you're going to smell this. Initially, it's going to smell beautiful, like eucalyptus. Every morning you get up. This batch like this, a fresh batch, will last about 4 weeks. You can hang it on your shower. And the really great thing afterwards, after 4 or 5 weeks, you can take this down. It'll be completely dry. So you take it down, I turn it over, and I put it in one of my plants, or I put it in a vase. It's beautiful dried eucalyptus. But you get about 4 good weeks out of this. So like I said, great for your breathing, great to cleanse the respiratory system, great for sinuses, things like that. Now, I do have to say, if you have pets, dogs and cats, be cautious of eucalyptus because it's toxic to them. So they're not really, it's not super pet friendly. I'm sure it's more if they eat it or the essential oil. But this is something, like I said, when I give you a tip, guys, Google it and make sure that it fits into your lifestyle. But this, especially for COVID now, I love having this here when I get up in the morning. Now, the first week that I had it, I smelled the eucalyptus every morning. Eventually, you know, by the second or third week, I didn't smell this as much, but it was still doing our job. And this is part of those little things that we can do while we're trying to fight COVID. And even if we're not fighting COVID, these are some of the little things that we could do to just have better health. And how pretty does that look in my bathroom? So when I have a guest, I'm like, sure, you can use my shower. And they're like, oh, Dawn, what's that? Yeah, it's eucalyptus. Meanwhile, we are quarantined. No one has used my shower. But that's it, guys. So that's a nice little tip. If you want to make a nice eucalyptus bundle, you can get it fresh or you can get it dried. I get it from Trader Joe's, $3.99 a pack. Let it sit in there 4 weeks. Make sure it doesn't get wet, so you push it up against the wall. The steam is what's going to release the essential oils. And after 4 weeks, you take your dried eucalyptus down, put it in a beautiful plant, and you've got a wonderful decoration for your home. So now we are going to get back to the meat of what we're talking about today. And it's all about something I discovered with organic food. You know, I'm the queen of organic, but I discovered something that really made me pause. So when we come back, I will discuss with you all about organics. So now you have another Puka commercial. See you in a minute. How do you keep your skin really happy? How do you keep it nourished and moisturized? Puka body oils. It's not just your everyday body oil, okay? You can use this as a moisturizer. You can put this in the tub for a moisturizing bath, or you can use this as a massage oil. But what I really love about our oils are the wonderful things that are in it. We've got evening primrose for really extremely dry skin. We've got vitamin E, And we've got that ginger and turmeric essential oil in here for inflammation inside and out. So if you're really looking for something that's gonna really naturally help your skin just evolve into new, amazing skin, you're gonna wanna try our Puka body oils. It worked, guys! I'm back here in my living room again, or should I say in the other room of my studio. Yeah, okay. Hopefully you enjoyed that, and wait a minute. Hopefully you enjoyed that, and you will try some eucalyptus. So remember, wherever you are, if you're watching on Facebook, in the tribe, on Puka, Facebook, or even if you're here in StreamYard, please leave me some questions, comments. I definitely will watch them later. I can't really see them now, but I will get to them. So today, one of the main things I wanted to talk about, and we won't talk long because I know as soon as I say organic, people are like, ugh, they try to go to sleep. No, this is important. You know, I'm the queen of, buy everything organic. And there is the dirty dozen that you should buy organic, which are strawberries, apples, pears, spinach, peppers, celery, potatoes. I don't always remember them. Those things are highly sprayed in pesticides. And for those of you who don't know, what organic is just that it's in pesticides, it's in chemicals. When it's organic, none of that is in your soil so that your fruits and vegetables grow basically fresh and natural. You don't really want those pesticides. So I try to buy and eat organic as much as I can. I know that organic is more expensive, but you know what? I'm going to invest in my health, and hopefully you will too. So I gave you the dirty dozens, and we'll actually talk a little bit more about that. And I'll post some of that in the tribe about the dirty dozen, because they say those are the things that are so heavily pesticided. Like there's some things that they don't recommend that you have to get organic, like watermelon or banana, things with a heavy skin or thick skin. You don't necessarily have to buy organic. But what we're going to talk about today was something that I feel like a journalist, like an expose, what I uncovered about organic. Okay. Let me tell you, first of all, when you buy organic, you cannot taste the difference. Okay. Organic is no pesticides. It's no chemicals. It's no additives. The soil is right. You don't taste it. People might say it tastes fresher, it tastes better. You don't. If I gave you an organic tomato and a regular tomato, you couldn't taste the difference. It's better for you, but you couldn't taste the difference. Now, I am a popcorn person, okay? So I love this little skinny pop because I'm 54 years old. I'm trying to keep my gut from dragging on the ground. So I will try some skinny pop popcorn. I know that I probably should just be popping my own popcorn. I have a little popper, but when when I walk by the store, I get my little skinny pop. So I have my skinny pop and I'm eating. I'm like, very good. So I go to Costco. Excuse me, guys. As you can see, because this is a real live show, I have a little hot flash. But we're gonna work on that on one of the next episodes. All right, so I'm in Costco, right? And what do I see? Skinny pop, organic. Oh my gosh, me, I'm an organic girl. I'm a little granola girl. Oh my gosh, I want organic popcorn. Now, the average consumer that doesn't really buy organic is gonna look at this bag and be like, it's organic. It is so much more expensive than the regular skinny pop. Now, these bags aren't the same size, but it's more expensive than the regular skinny pop. So if a person is like, all right, I'm trying to cut costs, they might buy it once. If it doesn't taste any different, the average consumer, and there is some tests about it, the average consumer will just actually save the money and go back to this one because it doesn't taste any different. Now, that might be wrong, but you got to go by your pocketbook. But I bought this, and then I bought the organic. I popped it open, and I started eating it. Oh, my goodness. This popcorn tastes so much better than the regular. Now, me being the granola girl I am, I'm like, wait a minute. There's no way that this popcorn, which is organic, tastes better than the regular. I shouldn't taste any different. I bought it because I know it's organic, and I want to be, do better for my health, but it shouldn't taste any different. I turned it over. I read the ingredients. The ingredients were popcorn, sunflower, and salt. That's the regular. The ingredients on the organic are organic popcorn, organic sunflower oil, and sea salt. So I was like, all right, it's the same thing. I turned it over. I looked at all the ingredients, everything. Everything was exactly the same except one thing. This is where I was like, really? These manufacturers of packaged organic food, if you look here, our salt for the regular Skinny Pop is 75 milligrams, okay? If you look in the organic, the salt here is 110 milligrams. So what they've done is they have tried to confuse the consumer, because to the organic, they add more salt. So when you open this up and you taste it, you're like, oh my gosh, this is delicious. I'm always gonna buy organic because it tastes so much better. That's a lie. There is no reason why they needed to add more salt to the organic than they did to the regular. The only thing was they knew they were charging the general consumer more, and if it didn't taste any different, they weren't gonna go for it. So therefore, they started adding more salt. Now, I'm still gonna buy it because I like it. Now, I'm not gonna buy it all the time. But if you are somebody that has high blood pressure or is very conscious of your salt, as you should be, you may not wanna buy the organic because it has more salt in it. But I don't want you to feel like all organic is bad. I love organic produce from organic farmers, things like that. It's just that when these manufacturers try to dip into these worlds of skinny, gluten-free, things like that, there are a lot of little things that they put in there to actually make it taste better, to make you buy it. Because in reality, this is more money. So they're making more money off of the organic. So I just want you guys to be smart consumers when you buy packaged things that are gluten-free, sugar-free, any kind of free. Look at the ingredients, because usually they're bumping something else up to give it a great taste so that you continue to buy it. And as I said, I still want to buy this because I still want the organic Skinny Pop, but I'm going to be cautious about how much I eat because there's so much more salt in it. So you have to become, as I became, and why I started Puka, you got to become a label reader. You got to turn your labels over and you got to read it, because they are really trying to dupe us in a lot of things. So that's my expose from journalist Dawn Fitch today about organic and regular products and why you need to really check your labels. But I don't want anybody going out here and saying, you know what, I'm not buying organic anymore because it's fake. No, there are lots of produce, fresh farmers, all that stuff. You can just buy that. It's just the packaged items that you have to worry about. And you should be doing that anyway. You should be checking your salt. You should be checking your, how much the carbs, sugar, and things like that. But I just wanted you to be aware that this is something that they're now doing for packaged things. They're bumping up the salt and the sugar to make you buy it more and think that organic tastes better. So there you go, guys. That's the meat of it today. And I have a really great recipe, a vegan recipe. And I know everybody is not vegan, but how about this thought? You do not have to be vegan to have one or two easy vegan recipes in your rotation. So after this commercial, prayerfully, I'll be in my kitchen and I'm going to show you a very quick, easy vegan recipe that you can introduce to your family and they'll love it. I introduced it to my family and some of them loved it, some of them didn't. But that's the thing about vegan stuff. Try it. You might like it, you might love it, you might hate it. But you try it, and it could be something that you add into your family rotation. So after this Puka commercial, we will make our little recipe for the day together. All right, we all want that dewy, glowing, summer, fresh skin look. So how do we get it? I'm telling you right here in this little jar. Puka's Sugar Body Polish. In order to get that great skin, you've got to exfoliate with wonderful, nourishing ingredients at least once a week. In the shower, lather up, take a scoop of this goodness, entire whole body, rinse, and you're going to be left wrapped in amazing, nourishing coconut oil. Dewy skin achieved. Hey guys, welcome to my kitchen. I'm gonna need you once again in the comments to let me know if you can hear me. I'm tired. This is a lot of work jumping around to different things, but I wanted to give you guys, hi cousin Julia. I wanted to give you guys some great information. So hopefully you can still hear me. Yes, thank you, Facebook user. I think that's Tanita. Okay. So today, I'm gonna teach you how to make a very easy vegan recipe, okay? Now, again, you don't have to turn it off if you're not vegan. The key is it's a healthy recipe, it's meatless, and it's something that you might really enjoy, and you'll be able to add it into your family rotation. And I, right now, myself and all my sisters, we're all on the Daniel fast. So we can't have any meat, we can't have anything. So this is a really great Daniel fast recipe, okay? Very easy. This is my favorite mixer. My other sister, Kim, she has gotten this from Pampered Chef, I think it is. Okay, from Pampered Chef. So this is like a quick little mixer. So all you do is you're gonna take your chickpeas. Got my little chickpeas. I feel like Martha Stewart. Okay, I'll put my little chickpeas in here. Ooh. I'm gonna put some garlic. I'm gonna chop up some chives. You can't see this, but my chives, like they're on their last leg. They're like, eh. But I'm gonna use them because I paid for these chives. So I'll put some chives in here. And for me, I've been on this vegan journey for, I don't know, 2 years. I fall off lots of times. Honey takes me out a lot of time. In the summer, a crab leg once in a while will take me out. But that's why I don't really worry about the title. I'm doing this for my health. And if I can eat vegan 75, 80% of the time, then I'm happy. So 1 can of chickpeas. I put some scallions in there. And as you all know, I'm not the best cook. So I don't really have any amounts for you here, guys. You're just gonna eyeball it. I'm gonna do a purple onion. But look how I'm slicing. See, I've learned from the chefs to, like, you hold your fingers in so you don't cut your fingers off. And I invested in a nice knife. All my knives were like, I mean, I could actually not even cut a piece of bread with my knife or cut ice cream. They were so dull. So I invested. This knife was like 40, 50 bucks, but it cuts everything. It's a beautiful knife. So I cut my onions in 4 pieces. I like a lot of onions. I put that right in my chopper. This is the quickest, easiest recipe. And then some garlic. All right. And it's super low calorie. All right. Then I'm going to put my little chopper thing in here and just chop it up. This thing comes from Pampered Chef. I love it. I don't have to plug it in. And it chops it up in like 2 seconds. So you give it a good chop. I'm going to get it a little more. Now, if you like your tuna a little chunkier, then you might want the chickpeas a little chunkier. But I'm going to show you the secret sauce to what's really going to make this taste like tuna fish. And I have, like, my taste buds are so done. Like, I'll give stuff to my family, I'm like, oh, tastes just like ice cream. You're like, no, that's disgusting. I'm like, oh, yeah, they're brutally honest. So, but you got to develop a taste for it. All right. We'll let it go a little bit more. A little more chop. Now, if you have a regular food processor, you can use that. But I like this thing. Like I said, I don't have to plug it in. Works well. All right. There we go. So you got a nice chop of all your stuff here. I'm going to put this back into the bowl. I probably could chop this up a little more, but for time's sake, you can always go back and chop it more. It looks pretty. It smells great already. Now, let me tell you, I put a little salt, not too much, watching my blood pressure. I put a little black pepper, and I put a little garlic. All right. The secret sauce to vegan tuna, Old Bay seasoning. Yes! Yeah. This gives it a nice fishy taste. But you got to watch your Old Bay because it does have a high salt content. So you put that in there. You mix all that up together. And then you're going to add your mayo. I use avocado vegan mayo. But guess what? You don't have to use vegan mayo. And you're making it just like tuna fish. All right, 2 scoops of tuna. Like, as I said, I'm never gonna give you like exact, 2 scoops, 3 scoops. I don't really know. And then you mix it just like tuna fish. I've had this on. I shouldn't go back, double dip, but I live alone, so it's okay. All right. So once you mix that up like that, you're done. You've just made vegan tuna fish, and you're gonna think, and it looks like tuna fish. I really can't see there. I'll work on a better camera for the next show. But what I like about this, because we're on the Daniel fast, we can't have bread. So I will take rice cakes, because I love me a good rice cake. And I'll put my vegan tuna on my rice cake and wait to see how I top it off. I am feeling so Rachel Ray right now. Okay. All right, wait a minute. So I'll take this in a container to Puka and have this during the day. Wait a minute. I cut my little avocado. I eat avocado 30 times a day. I am an avocado girl. So I'll slice a little avocado on here. Let me see if I can get it out all pretty looking. No, I could not. I'm gonna put a nice little piece so it looks appetizing, like they do on TV. Okay. Okay, that was kind of cute, so I hope my mother's watching. Mommy, I am cooking. Okay, and then I'm gonna top it off with just another little sprinkle of Old Bay. And then maybe I'll put a little scant. See, I'm always going extra. Leave it alone, Dawn. Leave it alone. And there you go. Vegan tuna on a rice cake with avocado. Yeah, it doesn't really look great with this, but it tastes really good. And this is super low calorie. It's vegan. And trust me, you will like it. So guys, I am super happy. One, I made this a 30-minute show. Two, I hung up cameras and stuff all over my house, and God is good, it worked. And three, I hope that you really enjoyed this. So I plan to have a Your Best Life show at least twice a month. Or maybe if you love it, I'll do it more. So that's it for tonight, guys. I love you. Thank you. Remember to use your eucalyptus. Get it from Trader Joe's. Remember to check all your organic packaged items and make sure that the sugar and the salt content are where you need them to be. And if you want to have a meatless Monday, or if you're on the Daniel fast, try some vegan tuna with a little avocado and Old Bay. Booyah! First show done in the books. Night, guys.